Have you ever wondered why food in one of the world's most expensive cities, Singapore, remains surprisingly affordable? In 2025, when cities like New York, Tokyo and London are battling rising food prices, Singapore continues to serve delicious, high-quality meals at prices that feel like a bargain. How does this tiny island nation pull off such a culinary miracle? Today we're uncovering 5 powerful reasons why Singapore's food is cheap compared to other global cities in 2025. Stay with us till the end. Reason number 5 will truly surprise you. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, tap the bell icon, and join our community at Infosphere, where we explore the stories behind the world's most fascinating places. The hawker culture legacy. Singapore's food affordability begins with its deeply rooted hawker culture, a national treasure that dates back to the early 20th century. These open-air food centers were born out of necessity, a way for immigrants from China, India and Malaysia to earn a living while feeding the working class. Over decades, this evolved into a structured, government-supported ecosystem that now provides some of the most affordable meals in the developed world. Even in 2025, a hearty plate of chicken rice or laksa can cost as little as 5 Singapore dollars, roughly the price of a cup of coffee in cities like San Francisco. What's fascinating is that hawker centers aren't just cheap, they're celebrated. Many stalls have earned Michelin recognition, proving that world-class taste doesn't always come with a world-class price tag. The Singaporean government continues to keep rental costs low for hawker vendors, ensuring food prices remain accessible. Around 80% of Singaporeans eat at hawker centers weekly, keeping demand high and prices stable. Unlike in Western cities where eating out is often a luxury, in Singapore it's an everyday norm, affordable, convenient and delicious. Government regulation and support. Singapore's government plays a huge role in maintaining low food prices. The city-state operates on a unique public-private balance that ensures essential goods, including food, remain affordable to its citizens. In 2025, the National Environment Agency, NEA, continues to regulate hawker store rentals, food hygiene and competition fairness. By controlling overhead costs, Singapore prevents profit-driven inflation in its food industry. The government also subsidizes the training and licensing of new hawkers, encouraging young entrepreneurs to enter the trade. This creates healthy competition and prevents monopolies. Compare that to cities like London or Hong Kong, where rent consumes up to 60% of a restaurant's revenue, forcing higher menu prices. In Singapore, hawker store rentals are often less than 10% of monthly earnings, giving stall owners breathing space to focus on quality and value. This structured system is one of the silent forces behind the country's food affordability, a system few countries have managed to replicate. Efficient food supply chain and import strategy. Singapore imports more than 90% of its food, yet prices remain surprisingly low. How? Through strategic planning, bulk purchasing, and diversified import routes. The country sources from over 170 nations, meaning no single supplier can dictate prices. In 2025, Singapore's Agri-Food and Veterinary Authority (AVA) and private partners have implemented digital tracking systems that monitor food costs and supply levels in real time. This technology allows quick shifts in sourcing whenever global prices fluctuate. Moreover, Singapore's free trade agreements with nations like Malaysia, Thailand and Australia ensure tariff-free imports on essential goods such as rice, vegetables and seafood. Add to that the nation's world-class logistics network, Changi Airport and Tuas Port, which reduces wastage and transport costs by up to 20% compared to regional averages. This efficiency trickles down to consumers. When logistics are fast, waste is minimal, and taxes are low, the final meal on your plate remains budget-friendly without compromising quality. High population density and economies of scale. Singapore's compact size and dense population play a massive role in keeping food costs down. With over 5.5 million people living within just 700 square kilometers, demand for food is constant and concentrated. This allows suppliers and hawkers to buy in bulk, lowering per-unit costs. For instance, a hawker stall that sells 200 plates of noodles a day can purchase ingredients in wholesale quantities at reduced prices. Compare that with small restaurants in cities like Sydney or Vancouver, where limited daily sales mean higher per-plate costs. Public transportation also contributes to this efficiency. Hawker centres are located within walking distance of residential areas or MRT stations, reducing delivery and commuting costs for both vendors and customers. In essence, Singapore's geography and urban design naturally sustain an affordable dining ecosystem, something sprawling cities struggle to achieve. In 2025, as cities worldwide face inflation, Singapore proves that smart urban planning and high population density can be an economic advantage rather than a burden. Cultural attitude towards affordable food. Beyond policies and logistics, there's something deeply cultural about Singapore's love for cheap and good food. Singaporeans take pride in discovering siok, that perfect mix of taste and affordability. Eating cheap isn't seen as low class, it's part of the national identity. From taxi drivers to CEOs, everyone lines up at the same hawker stalls during lunch breaks. This shared cultural value keeps competition fierce and quality high. Vendors know their customers expect great taste at fair prices. Raising prices unjustifiably risks losing loyal patrons overnight. This cultural consistency ensures a self-regulating market. In many Western cities, eating cheap often means sacrificing quality, but in Singapore, it's the opposite. Affordability and excellence go hand in hand. That mindset, passed down through generations, remains one of the strongest pillars of Singapore's culinary success in 2025. So, why is Singapore's food so cheap compared to other global cities in 2025? Because it's more than just food, it's a carefully crafted system built on tradition, government foresight, and a cultural obsession with value. Singapore has proven that affordability and excellence can coexist, not by accident, but by design. As the world faces rising costs and food insecurity, Singapore stands as a living example of how planning, community, and innovation can make even the simplest meal a symbol of national pride. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe to Infosphere, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Would you choose Singapore's hawker food over expensive fine dining? Let's talk below.